Today's video is for golfers, yoga for golfers, and a little bit of somatics thrown in there as well. Hi, I'm Lenore, and I help people reduce pain and stiffness through improving body awareness, because you can't change what you're not aware of. This helps improve function so people are able to continue doing the activities they love. There's a lot of flexibility required to golf in the upper back and the lats for rotation, as well as the lower back. The hips need to be flexible. The wrists need to be flexible. Required strength for golfing, an obvious one is the obliques. So the muscles of rotation, those need to be strong. You also require strength in the hips and glutes. There's also the shoulder, the rotator cuff requires a lot of strength. The pectorals and holding the club. Also, in terms of strength, we need strength in the wrists, especially the extensors. One of the things about golf that's limiting is the hands are fixed on the club. So that means there's required mobility in the wrists, the elbows, and especially the shoulder girdle. So there's something called golfer's elbow, which is all about basically it's the forearm muscles that extend the wrist. So those can get aggravated. And one of the main reasons for that is likely a lack of mobility in through the shoulder blades. So we will explore movement in the shoulder blades and how critical that is, because it transfers down the line to the hands. And if there's not much mobility there, then that will impact and perhaps cause pain in the elbow or wrist joints. Begin by lying on your back. We're going to start with a foundational exercise in somatics, which helps release the muscles of the back and the belly. So start by gently rolling your pelvis down towards your feet. You'll feel your low back muscles contract and your belly lengthen. Slowly, with control, release that little by little by little. Low back stiffness or tightness, this is a really good one for. And then do the opposite. You're going to flatten the back, pelvis is rolling towards the head, and you'll feel the belly muscles engage. The back muscles are lengthening here, and then slowly, with control, release the belly muscles. So you can go back and forth. The key here is to move in a comfortable range, to move slowly, and to move with awareness, trying to control the movements of the belly when we're flattening and of the low back muscles when we're arching. So let's add a movement of the shoulder blades to that. So as I mentioned, shoulder blade mobility is very important for golf. So gently start to roll your pelvis down towards your feet, and then press the shoulders into the floor till you feel your shoulder blades contract, drawing towards each other. That'll open the front of the chest, and then slowly release that. And then flatten the back. Now lift the shoulders up off the floor. So you feel the pectorals here working, as well as the abdominals, and then slowly release out of that. So do that a few times. Arch, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Breathe in and exhale, release that. Flatten and round the shoulders up off the floor. And then slowly, with control, releasing out of that. Let's add a variation to that. So that was a very symmetrical movement. I want to add a little bit of asymmetry now, because that's what a golf swing is. So you're going to start by arching the back, but think about the left side of the low back arching more, and then press your right shoulder down. So you feel this diagonal pattern from left hip to right shoulder. Then slowly release that. And then do the opposite. So you're going to flatten the back, flattening more of the left side of the abdominals, and then lift the right shoulder off the floor. So it's like you're trying to point your right shoulder to your left hip. Feel that diagonal pattern, and then slowly release out of that. You can repeat that one a couple more times, and then we'll do the opposite side. So arching the back, now focus on the right side of your low back is arching more. So it's like you're trying to roll the right side of your pelvis further down towards your feet, and then press the left shoulder blade into the floor and feel that length now from the left shoulder to the right hip. Contraction on the opposite side of the body. Slowly release that with control until you're still. And then flatten the back. Now we're thinking of the right side of the pelvis trying to curl up a little bit more. Left shoulder comes off the floor as if you're trying to reach the left shoulder towards the right hip. And then slowly release that. That'll be a contraction of the front line of the body. Release slowly until you're back to neutral. Okay, so that's kind of the foundational movement of any rotation or twist. So repeat that one a few more times. Okay, let's make our way onto hands and knees now. So we'll start with cat-cow. So you're going to arch the back, look forward and up as you inhale. Exhale, release, and tuck and round. So as you do this, focus on when you're arching, the low back, upper back muscles contracting. And as you release that to neutral, then tuck and round. Now feel that front line of the body. So this is similar to what we were doing on our back. And then slowly release. Again, inhale, look forward. Exhale, round, looking at your navel. Inhale, arch, look forward and up. Exhale, tuck and round. And then you can come back to a neutral position. Now let's add a little bit more of that diagonal that we were doing on our back. So you're going to take your right hand off the floor and just have it resting at the front of your left shoulder. So now the focus is on your left arm, which we'll call the standing arm. And you're going to let your right shoulder drop towards the floor and feel the area in front of your left shoulder get short and contracted. And then you're going to press through your left hand open. So now your right shoulder is opening to the right. As you go back and forth between these two, you're going to feel a movement at the left shoulder joint. So when we're opening like so, you can think about your left shoulder blade drawing in towards the spine. As you drop the right shoulder down, you can feel about that, think about that lengthening. So this builds strength in that left shoulder blade area. Then, once you feel comfortable doing that, you can add the arm. You can extend the arm up. So now your right shoulder blade is drawing in towards the spine. And as you exhale, you can start to reach the right arm through that space between the left arm and your body. So inhale, opening, feeling both right and left shoulder blades working. So this is a closing action here. And this is an opening action of both shoulders. And then come back to neutral. Take the hips back and rest for a moment. Now that can be pretty intense on that left shoulder girdle. So just do what you can. And over time you will build strength there. And then come on up. So we'll do that on the other side. So just start leaving the arm out so you really get connected to this movement at the shoulder girdle. So now left hand rests in front of the right shoulder. So it's kind of like here, just out to keep it out of the way basically. Have your fingers spread wide and a little bit of gripping into the mat will help. So you're going to now drop the left shoulder down. This is the closing. And then start to lift the left shoulder up as you turn to the left. As you go back and forth, you want to do this with control. So of course gravity is helping here, and then we're resisting gravity by using this right shoulder blade muscle. Closing and opening. So this is a focus on rotation at the shoulder joint. Then you can add the arm. So opening first and then extending the left arm up. So now left shoulder blade is moving towards the spine, and then release that. Feed the hand underneath and feel the left shoulder blade lengthen as well as the right shoulder blade. And then opening. So both shoulder blades are working in this dynamic movement. And then you can release and rest the hips back in child's pose. In golf, it really helps to have strong wrist muscles. So to help warm them up and strengthen them, let's just start with this small exercise. So begin by making a fist, and you're going to pull the fist towards you and then away from you. So basically wrist extension and flexion. And you just go back and forth between the two. Now I have the fist closed because that is how the hands are positioned in golf. But so we'll alternate feeling kind of the inside of your forearm and the outside of your forearm. Okay, so we're just going in two directions here until you get fatigued. And then we'll do the other two directions of the wrist, where you can think of like thumbs up, trying to pull the thumb towards your elbow, and then thumbs down. So it's not a huge movement, but you can kind of do that with both wrists. So again, kind of doing that with fatigue. It's important to kind of build the strength of all of the muscles surrounding the wrist. You can maybe see where we're going here. Those are the two directions, and then we can make circles. So go ahead and do some wrist circles here. And then go ahead and switch direction. So really feel those 4 different ones. Don't try to kind of blow past the ones that are hard. Okay, then you can come on up to your knees. So let's focus on building the strength of the wrist extensors, which is when you pull the back of your hand towards you. So we're going to take your left hand, flex it, bring it up to the sky, keeping it flexed, and then do a little bit of a side bend over to your right. You can inhale here, and then exhale, release that arm back down. Right hand, extend the wrist, reach it up and over, a little side bend as you inhale, and then exhale, release it down. Inhale, left hand, extend the wrist up and over. Exhale, release. Inhale, right wrist extend up and over. And exhale, release. All right, come to the top of your mat. You're going to inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach out and up. Looking up. Exhale, hands to heart. Looking down. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more. Inhale, reach out and up. This time, exhale, arms part as you bow forward into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Look forward, shoulders down the back. Exhale, fold and step the left foot back. Gather strength in the legs here by drawing your feet together. Press down through the right heel till you'll feel your hips rise a little bit and your right glute activate. Take a full breath in here, lengthening through the crown of the head. Exhale, release. One more breath here. As you exhale, plant the hands, step back into plank pose. Let your knees drop and lower to the earth with control. Now, shoulders up towards the ears, squeeze them together as you lift the heart. Exhale, release. Inhale to hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Exhale, press back into your down dog. Pedal the feet out here. Let your hips move side to side. As you breathe in and out,
Then lift the heels, look forward, and walk your way up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders down the back. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, look forward, rise, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Before we do the other side, let's bring the hands behind the back. Interlace them right in your low back. Take your shoulders now, slide them up towards the ear and squeeze them together as if you're trying to pin your shoulder blades together or your elbows together. From here, you can start to extend the arms. Let's actually bring the hands apart so that your wrist is flexed. This will be a nice stretch for the forearm as you breathe in and out. Okay, release the hands. Inhale, reach arms out and up. Exhale, arms out as you bow forward to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders down the back as you look forward. Exhale, fold and step the right foot back. You're up on your fingertips here. Start to draw your feet towards each other till you feel your legs turn on. Press down through the right heel until you feel, your left heel till you feel your left glute engage and the hips rise a little bit. Keep that as you inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, hold here. One more breath, inhale. As you exhale, plant the hands, step back into plank pose. Knees drop, lean forward as you lower with control. You're pushing the earth away, trying to build strength in the shoulder girdle. Once you're down, shoulders slide up towards the ears, squeeze together as you lift the heart. Thinking about the low ribs drawing forward and reaching to the toes. Exhale, release down. Inhale to hands and knees. Tuck toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and out. Look forward, lift your heels as you inhale. Exhale, step or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow to the earth. Inhale, look forward, rise slowly as your arms reach overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Bring your hands behind your back again. Shoulders up and back, squeezing the elbows towards each other. Extend the arms, open the hands a bit so your wrist is in a flexed position. And then start to bow forward here. You can have the knees bent, let the head go and reach and lift the shoulders up towards the sky. Breathe in and out. One more breath, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And then exhale, release the hands. Just let them dangle here as you sway from side to side like a rag doll. And then come to a still position. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, bow. Inhale, look forward, rise to the sun, and hands to heart. All right, now bend your knees and bring your hips way back as if you're sitting in a chair. And start to arch the low back, lift the heart. And press your heels away from each other until you feel your right outer hip muscles engage. Keep that, and then as you inhale, reach the arms forward, let the shoulder blades slide away from the spine, and then up towards the ears. Take a breath in here. Exhale, hold. One more breath. As you exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Bend your knees now. Inhale, look forward, and then rise into your chair pose. Exhale, straighten the legs, hands to heart. So let's add a twist to that chair. So come into your chair, rest your hands on your knees. Prepare by getting that low back contracting like you're sticking your butt out, and press the heels away from each other. Take your arms forward and up. As you exhale, hands to heart as you rotate and twist to the right. You can place the left elbow on the knee. Take a breath in here. As you press the hands together, lift the heart. Exhale, hold here. And then inhale, unwind, reach up. Exhale, stand, hands to heart. Do that on the other side. So come prep into your chair pose. Get into the position. Heels draw away from each other, turning on the outer glutes. And then arms forward and up. Inhale. As you exhale, hands to heart, twist to the left. Lean forward to bring your right elbow on your knee. And then press the hands together as you draw that left shoulder back. Inhale. Exhale, hold. And then inhale, unwind, chair pose. Exhale, straighten, hands to heart. Woo! Feeling the heat and the fire. Good. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, bow, left foot steps back. So this time, gather strength in the leg by drawing your feet towards each other. Press down through the right heel and rise into your high lunge, arms out and up. Exhale, hands to heart. So let's do that twisting action again here. Inhale, exhale, rotate to your right. Feel the obliques and the waist muscles working. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist to the right. And then stay here. Bring your left hand on your outer right hip. Left arm sweeps out to the left and bring your gaze to look towards that hand. Take an inhale here and exhale, hold. And then inhale, reach both arms forward and up. Exhale, hands to the earth, stepping back into plank and lowering to the earth. Knees can be down if needed. Inhale, curl up into your cobra. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take a breath here and exhale. Lift the heels, look forward, step or walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reaching out and up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps back. Drawing feet together, inhale, press down through the left heel to rise, high lunge. Exhale, hold here. And hands to heart. So the twisting action again. So inhale here. Exhale, rotate to your left. Feel those waist muscles. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, rotate to the left. Right hand on outer front hip. Left arm sweeps out to the left. Feel that left shoulder blade drawing in towards the spine as you breathe in here. And exhale. As you inhale, unwind, arms up. Exhale, hands to the earth as you step back into plank and lower to the earth. Inhale, curl into your cobra. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Now this time, take your right leg to the sky. As you exhale, step forward to your right thumb. Pivot down onto the back heel and come on up to standing. Bend your right knee and come into your warrior two pose. Arms are parallel. Take a breath in here and a breath out. Gently draw your feet towards each other, your heels towards each other. Fire up the legs. Right palm flips to the sky. Inhale, reach to the sky. Reverse warrior. Exhale, bring your right elbow on your knee, left hand on the hip. So take your left shoulder, draw it up towards the ear and back, kind of opening the chest, and then left arm up to the sky. Take a breath in here and a breath out. Let's do some shoulder circles here. So you're going to bring your left arm down and kind of have your chest and face facing the floor. Just let that left arm dangle. And then we'll do some circles here. So you're going to inhale, reach the left arm forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, reach forward, let your torso rotate and spin. And exhale, release, hand to the floor, pivot up off the back heel, and then we will step back into down dog again. Take a moment to notice how the body feels left side to right side as you breathe in and out. Take your left leg to the sky, inhale. Exhale, step forward to the left thumb. Pivot down onto your back heel and then come on up into your warrior two. Gaze past your left fingers, inhale here, and exhale. Good, left palm to the sky, inhale, reach up and over, reverse warrior. Stretching to the left ribs, exhale, left elbow, knee, right hand on hip. So let's prepare by drawing your right shoulder up and back. That kind of spins the torso open to the right, and then the right arm reaches to the sky. You're going to take a breath in here, pressing down through the left heel. We don't want to lean too much on your left elbow. Inhale and exhale. Now bring your right arm and let it dangle so your torso and chest and gaze is all facing down. Your legs stay in the position, the warrior two feet. So take your right arm now. So we got our pendulum here, just to create that suppleness in the shoulder joint. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, back and down. So you want to be active the whole time. Reaching forward and up. Exhale, reaching back and down. Torso's rotating. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, down. Press down to the left heel. Inhale, reach. Big circles. And exhale. Release the hands to the floor. Pivot up off the back heel. And we will step back into down dog. All right. Gripping the fingers. Pressing the hands down. Lengthening through the side body. You can give a little wiggle by wagging your tail. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Feel the symmetry there, the length that you've created. Inhale, lift your heels, come forward into plank pose. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Knees can be down if needed. Inhale, curl up into your cobra, shoulders up and back. Exhale, release. Inhale to hands and knees this time. As you exhale, just sit back in child's pose. Knees wide, arms extended, head resting on the mat or a block. Breathe into the side body. And exhale. Another breath like that. And exhale. Slowly walk your hands back. Come on up. All right. So make your way onto your back now with your knees bent. Bring your arms out into T, your feet and knees together. So you're going to think about your pelvis gently rolling to the right. Your knees will follow, the feet will follow, and start to feel this release and lengthening through the torso. You can let your head roll to the left into a twist. Take a breath here and out. And then slowly start to let your pelvis roll back to center. You're going to feel your left waist muscles working. You want to do this slowly and with control. And then let the pelvis roll to the left, but again with control. So now your right waist is starting to control that release until it's done. Head can turn to the right. Take a breath in here through that whole right side of your torso. And then same thing, slowly coming up. You should feel your right waist muscles working to pull the pelvis back up. And then slowly do the other side. Pelvis tips to the right. Feel this lengthening of your left waist. And then as you inhale, slowly come up, feeling the left waist muscles working. And then release as you exhale to the left. Slow and controlled. And then come back up using your right waist muscles. And then just rest for a moment. Bring your feet hip width apart, arms by your side. We're going to come back to that first thing we did, which is arch and flatten. So gently roll the pelvis towards your feet, feel the back arch, press the shoulders into the floor. Exhale, release to neutral. Take a breath in neutral. As you exhale, flatten the back. Round the shoulders up off the floor. Your head stays connected, so it'll tip back. And then slowly release the shoulders and the belly until you're back to neutral. Let's do that one more time. Arching the back, pressing shoulders down, feeling that opening at the front of the body. Knees go a little wider. Exhale, with control, release the whole back line until you're in neutral. Inhale in neutral. Exhale, flatten the back. Shoulders rise off the floor. And slowly, with control, release the shoulders and the belly until you're back to neutral. Extend the legs for a moment. You can take as much time you need here in your Shavasana, but simply observe the sensations in your body, the freedom and suppleness that you've created from your actions. Enjoy and happy golfing. I hope that video was helpful for you. Please drop me a like or subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to sharing with you soon. Bye for now.